Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you so much for joining me today. It really does mean an awful lot to me. So this video is not a planned video. I mean, it was on my video list to do because I really want to play with this little palette here. You've heard me talk about it so much on the channel, if you're a regular here that is, and it's all my, well, it's not all of them, it's some of my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I want to do 3 looks 1 palette, mainly with these foiled ones at the top here, and obviously we'll be using these here as well. I will be telling you the shades as we go along. Now this is the old formula. I believe that Makeup Geek have brought out a newer formula which I would like to try at some point, but obviously I want to use these up first. Maybe when I use one shade I'll order just one shade from her newer collection and see if the formula's changed. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It's a gorgeous little palette. It gives me mermaid vibes. So yeah, we're gonna use this, and I think again I'm going to use this Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer for an eyeshadow base rather than the Conceal and Define, because I'd rather use this up first than the Conceal and Define. So let's just get into it. I'll just put the concealer on. Actually, I need something to tie my hair back, don't I? Just let me get something. Okay, I've just got a bobble. Just going to tie half of it up because I've just put mousse on it. And my stomach's growling again. No change. Need to eat something soon. I just thought I'd do this first because I wanted to do it anyway. Wanted to use the palette, and I thought, well, why not test it out, because you haven't used it in a hot second. You've had the eyeshadows for quite a while. Why not test it out and see if the eyeshadows are still good for a start, because if they're not, then like something else could go in its place in the palette. So yeah, thought I'd do that. The only shade I haven't got is like a white chocolate shade, you know, like a cream ivory base shade. So I'm going to be using my Too Faced Chocolate Bar as per usual, but other than that, let's see, yeah, that's like salted caramel in a way, just looks like that, so I don't need to use that. We'll use that instead. That one's called Creme Brulee, by the way. We'll be doing swatches of all of them at the end, but I think I have got swatches of the best to worst of Makeup Geek eyeshadows in my collection. I don't know whether that's on the channel yet, but I know that it's pre-recorded. There's a lot of pre-recorded that need to go up, just because I'm always filming, so sometimes I'll put the most recent up, but there is a lot of pre-recorded ones that I do need to put up. I think I'm going to be taking a break from filming. I've got a really bad, I keep saying, you know, like a tension headache here. Well, they're actually called neck headaches, and I found a lump here. Now I'm a bit worried about it. Obviously I don't want to go to the doctors with this current state that we're in, so I'm just going to leave it for another week, and if it's still there in a week's time, I'm going to ring the doctor up and see what they say. The headaches have completely gone. It's just here, it is so painful, and I can feel like a lump. It could be just a tension knot, you know, but I mean, you shouldn't get lumps, so it is quite concerning, but yeah, we're going to soldier on for now. But I was reading, like, you get these neck headaches because, like, you either looking down like that on your laptop, or maybe you're doing something like regularly, and I film a lot and I'm always like constantly looking around. So I'm gonna give myself a week off filming. I'm still going to do Shop My Stashes on a Monday. So other than that though, I think I will give myself a week off. I've got enough videos to be putting up, so I don't need to film. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will still be putting videos up, but I will take that week off just to try and figure out what this is. Anyway, let's go in with the Too Faced white chocolate shade, and I'll have to use this for the brow bone as well, which I don't mind. It's given me a chance to actually use Project Pan eyeshadows, and I'm going to zoom you in now. Right, so brushes. So this one's a little bit dyed from the Revolution Deep Dye palette that I used. So it's an all blue palette, so I'm just going to try and get this. Well, obviously it's not going to come off the colour, but just to make sure that there's no more colour on it. Yeah, I've wiped it on my hand, there's absolutely nothing there. Okay, what are we doing? Right, so I guess we're going in with this shade here. And this has got a big dip in it. Can you see it? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's called Peach Smoothie. Oops. It's just really for a wash of colour. Then we're going to build it by putting creme brulee on, because this isn't showing up on my crease at all. You can see it. You can see it a little bit. So I've said this before, I used to be a big watcher of Jaclyn Hill back in the day. And a few years ago I saw her raving about these Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and most of these, apart from the foiled ones, are ones that she's recommended. I've got some in another palette. Let's just try and get that one. Yeah, I've got some in another palette. All these here on this side are all Makeup Geek. So we've got Cupcake, Cosmopolitan, Bitten. I do not know why I got this one. I mean, look at that shade. I'm always saying I don't really like those kind of shades. Red toned cranberry shades. Then we've got Cocoa Bear, which is a nice brown. I might use these today actually. Cocoa Bear and Latte. I think I'm definitely going to use Latte in the outer V. Yeah, so we'll keep this palette out as well. These ones here on this side are some of these shadows from the Pretty Little palette eyeshadow. I can't remember which one it is because they do a few. But I'll try and get the name of the palette and leave it obviously around here somewhere. And then these ones, yeah, these ones here, the other three are just Pro Artist ones, so I'll just show you. I'm leaving them in here, and then when I do the declutter of eyeshadows, I'm going to get rid of those. And then we'll just have a little bit more room to play with. So, right, what we're going to do now then is go in with this creme brulee shade here. Battery's flashing again. Every time I film it does it. I'm just running this PS Beauty makeup brush through the colour switch now, and I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. I think we're just going to go on with this one here. What shade did I say that was? Latte. That looks like it's never been used. Look at it. Maybe I'll be better going on with my Smashbox brush for this. Maybe I'll build it up just a little bit with Cocoa Bear, that one. Cocoa Bear hasn't been used a lot either. I think I might have only swatched them. Right, so I'm just going to use it with my finger first. Oh, that is so soft. Going a little bit more. Oh, so foiled. I think this is a foiled one, and we've got some duochrome ones as well. The other two on the top row of the palette are duochromes. That is really pretty, isn't it? I'm gonna go in with this accent brush, like for the inner corner, and try and just pack a little bit more on. And then I'm going to be using the shading brush, and I'm going to put a little bit more on as well. Might even try it wet. Don't think you need to though. It's just so pigmented as it is. No, I don't need to try that wet. Look at how pigmented that is. Right, so that's look number 1, guys. So we're going to take this off and just go in with look number 2. I think this tripod needs lowering. I did a video where it was like I had to raise it up a little bit, and I just feel like it needs lowering. Let me just try and do that. Felt like it was just a head and I had no body. Right, so we've just done that. Right, so we're just going to go on with the same shades again in the crease. I don't really have much option. Oh, I've not put the white chocolate shade down though. Just put the concealer on. And on look 1, I didn't put the inner corner highlight down either. I've only got one anyway from Makeup Geek. It's called Shimmer Shimmer. So we'll do that now. Let's go in with a Smashbox brush. Just going in with Creme Brulee, which is a nice transition. Then we'll go back in with a Zoeva brush to put it's a bit of a pain in the neck going from one palette to the other like this, but they wouldn't all fit into the Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette I've got. I think I'm just going to put this one down now. I'm not going to do both. So this one's Latte. Right, and then we're going to use one of these foiled ones. I think I want to leave this one till the last. So let's go in with Ritzy. It's like a khaki foiled one. Again, I'm going to go in like with my finger. This is a really nice eyeshadow. I think for the rest of the week I might play with these. I mean, we're on Friday, so I've got a couple of days before I have to do the Shop My Stash. So, and I've used the other palettes, so I might just use this and get a little bit use out of the Makeup Geek ones. It's probably one of my most expensive palettes in my collection. I think for the whole of the Makeup Geek eyeshadows I've got, they cost probably about between 125 and 150 pound when I bought them. They were really expensive, but I wanted to try the formula, and it wasn't all the eyeshadows that cost that much. I bought that Z palette as well that I've got my blushes in now. So yeah, they're not the cheapest, are they? Especially the foiled and the duochromes. So I want to get as much use out of them before they actually expire. Look at that, guys. Right, so let's put the inner corner highlight. It's on my hand. Have I got that there? So it's Shimmer Shimmer. Now, everyone says this is a dupe for Kitten. It's not. I've got Kitten in one of my Steeler palettes, and I've done it before, but I don't think that video's up yet, so I'll just show you how much not a dupe it is. Okay, so this is my Steeler palette. So this one is Eyes Are the Window, Soul, and Kitten is the second row down. It's this one here. So we're going to swatch it. I'll swatch this one first. It is so smooth and buttery. That's what it looks like. Let's do 2 swatches, and we'll do 2 swatches of the Makeup Geek one as well. So that's Kitten. And then this one is Shimmer Shimmer. Again, really smooth. This one though looks more whiter. Yeah, it is. I'm going to do another swatch. Shimmer Shimmer is so much better than Kitten. It's so much smoother. So that's Shimmer Shimmer there. Can tell it's just more white. And then we've got Kitten there. Can tell they're not dupes for one another. So I don't know what people have been talking about all these years, saying Shimmer Shimmer is a dupe for Kitten, because it clearly isn't. They're 2 completely different shades. I might also put this on as a highlighter later. I was going to use my Ofra palette, but I want to see what this looks like as a face highlighter. I'm sure I've done that before in a video, but I can't remember what it looked like. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll just put that down there. I just wanted to show you how they're not similar. Right, so what are we doing? Yeah, we're just gonna go in with Shimmer Shimmer. I'm glad I've got this eyeshadow though in the collection. It's a really pretty, gorgeous highlight. Well, eyeshadow. Really nice. I'm just going to blend. That's my sponge on the floor. I'm just going to blend the eyeshadows out a little bit. If I can find the brush. Yes. Let's try and clean that up a bit. Then we'll go in with white chocolate again. I'll feel such a sense of achievement when I've hit pan on this shade, because it is such a big pressed shade. I mean, look at it. I've already done a pan that palette video, so that's going to go up soon, but look at the size of that. It's going to take me forever to do it. I'm hoping I will see some really good progress on that by the end of the year, because it is a pan that palette for 2020. The rest of the eyeshadows that I've brought in, I'm not too sure about, but if I only pan 2 of the eyeshadows, I will feel like I've done a good job. It's just If I just had this one to work on all year round, I know I would make significant progress, but I've got too many eyeshadow palettes. I don't want to leave them and not use them, and also I've got newer ones that I want to test as well, and I'm working on a declutter, so I want to see which ones I want to keep, which ones I want to declutter, just because I'm feeling overwhelmed with all the eyeshadow palettes in my collection. I don't need them all, so yeah, I'm hoping that I can get rid of quite a few of them. But on the other hand, I don't just want to get rid of them for the sake of it. So this is what look number 2 looks like. And just look at that duochrome, I absolutely adore it. So now we're going to take this off. And then we can do the third and final look, and it's going to be as usual. I'm going to be putting my makeup on first, and then we'll do the eyeshadows. Okay, so let's start with the makeup. I'm nearly out of this primer. In fact, I might be out of it today. I'm not going to pull in a new one today. If I am, I'll leave it till Monday, because I've got another one that I can use until then. There's probably enough for one more use. Yeah, I've got this one by Essence that I'm using as well, so I can just use that until we pull some new makeup on Monday. This one's nearly gone as well. Got some eyeshadow on the corner of my face. So our friend is still there. That's not going away in a hurry. I'm still continuing to use the skincare, well, only the day cream, just to see if it is that's breaking me out. I mean, it could be stress or the fact that I'm under the weather a little bit. Just have to see. Right. So today we're going to be using that. I didn't use that yesterday. I mean, I don't need it really with the foundation that I'm using. That gives me radiance. I need it more with this kind of foundation, with a matte foundation. This foundation is going to be the one that I'm using next. So yeah, I've just left it in here for when I run out of this foundation. I think those two foundations are my two oldest, and this is why I want to just get rid of them. Well, just use them up, I would say. I'm gonna have to cut into this one soon. I feel like I say that in every single video, but seriously I am. Literally, it feels like it's all in the cap here. Not the cap, the top of the foundation. Yeah, we're definitely running low. But that's a good thing, right? You get satisfaction when you've used a product. And this shade is a little bit too yellow, but it was the lightest shade in the shop. I really should be putting shade adjusting drops with it, but never mind. Yeah, so I wouldn't get this one again. I would if they had it in a lighter shade, because it is a good foundation. Just the colour is a little bit yellow for me personally, and you've seen how white I am. Blends into the skin alright though. So I don't think there are any brush marks. I think that brush is really good, but what I like to do is I like to go in with my sponge and just some of this Glow Intensity setting spray by Primark, just to make sure that there isn't. I'm loving using this mirror as well, guys. My mum made a good choice when she bought it for me. Just because you've got like a real close up, so you can see what you're doing better. Yeah, so that's what it's looking like. I think it's all here. So there won't be too many more uses of that. And I think I'll have to cut into it soon. So now we're using this. I think my sponge, I'll just use this one. I think my sponge fell on the floor earlier. The one that I like to use for under. Right, so now let's go on to brows. I like to let the concealer set in a little bit, and then by the time I've done brows, it's ready for powder. Now the brows that I've got, this colour is my natural colour. I do tint them, but they look black, don't they, compared to my hair colour. I get my brows from my mum's side of the family and they're dark. But yeah, it's really strange how they're so dark. Normally redheads have got a lot lighter brows than this. But yeah. I just go in lightly with this Revolution brow pencil, just because we're putting some brow gel on as well, and it's got colour on it. It's not clear brow gel. I just like my brows to look a little bit darker and more filled in than what they are naturally. And I've found another show to watch on Now TV. Well, I'd watched it before and then it stopped, the seasons. So, Arrow, I don't know how long it's been back, but I've only got like 8 days to watch the entire season, I think. So we're on season 8, I've watched all the other seasons, so it's not too bad. I'm sure they're like over 20 episodes. So I need to get cracking on that if I don't want to miss it. I used to love it though, and then it went off for a while and I didn't realise it was back, so I've not been watching it. But yeah, that's what I'm watching at the moment. Really enjoyed Game of Thrones, but like I've said in the previous video, the ending was really weak in my opinion. Everyone was saying the ending's not that good, and I just thought, well, can't be that bad. Yeah, it was kind of. Never mind, I got to watch it at least. Right, so now we're just using some of the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under the eyes. Just gonna run this Real Techniques setting brush through the colour switch. Yeah, pop some on the brush. I can't wait for this to be out of the collection. When this one's out of the collection, I'm going to get a new one. I mean, I've got the e.l.f. one, but there's a Becca one as well that I've been meaning to try. But obviously, I don't have a lot of room in my collection for powders or new powders. And it's not only that, I don't think I'll need one, because the number 7 one has got the light reflecting pigments that this has got in it, and that's so much better, guys, and it's so much cheaper. I think it was about £12. I think I paid 10 for it, but normally it's £12. The number 7 one, that is, but this one cost me quite a bit. I can't remember the exact price. And I know I got it slightly cheaper because I got it from TK Maxx, but for even TK Maxx it was expensive. and I thought I'd really enjoy it, but I just don't. So next up we're using the NYX HD Studio finishing powder, and this is another one I just don't enjoy. And I can't wait for this one to get out of the collection either. Part of me wants to keep this NYX one in the drawer and not pull any loose powders until it's gone. Like make myself use it, but I'll just get bored with it. I know I will. I might keep it in here anyway. Stick one of those stickers on it. And I will pull loose powders as well, but every so often, like once or twice a week, use this. Right, so for bronzer I'm going to use this. I was going to use my Chanel one, but this will be going back soon. So it's the Jenna Frooms Loves PS. I'm just going to use it, oh, there's foundation on that. I'm just going to use it on this Real Techniques 302. Really love this bronzer from this palette. I mean, the highlighter's not too bad in it, but the bronzer is definitely the best thing in the palette, if you ask me. Just going to run some under the neck as well, because of this double chin here. It never fixes it, but right, and then oh, it's here. I like to use this powder to sculpt out the bronzer. I'm sure you all know if you've watched these videos before. And I really don't know what blush I'm going to use. I keep being drawn to the Clinique Ginger Pot because I absolutely love that blush. No, let's test the Laura Geller again, because I use this and it's like the Ciate one. Are they the same in shade? Like it with the glitter and stuff, it is like the Ciate one, and I didn't know if I liked it. I'm just going to swatch these against each other. Don't think they're the same. They are very, very similar. The Ciate one's there, it's just a little bit darker, and then that's the Laura Geller one in Pink Grapefruit. So they're not the same, but they're similar in tone. They come from the same family, I guess you could say. I got the Ciate one to work last time when I used this Real Techniques brush. It's the Real Techniques 403 and it's the Rebel Edge medium, so I'm just going to go in lightly because these Laura Geller ones are hell pigmented. Yeah, they have got glitters in them. A bit too much on that side. Looks nice though, I like it. I'm just not a fan of glitters. I think I'll be keeping it though. I think what I want to do for highlighter, I know I want to use Shimmer, but I've not used this in such a long time, so I think I want to put this on first. It's from New Look and it's in the shade Gold, but it doesn't really look gold, does it, on the finger? It looks a similar shade to Shimmer. I'm just going to tap it on with my fingers. Just gives a really nice glow. Yeah, and we'll pop some on the nose and the Cupid's bow as well. So that looks really nice. Oh yeah, that brush. that I've been using for highlights. I've been using a different brush for highlights. I used this one yesterday when I used the Ofra highlighter palette, and it worked out really well. It's a crease brush. It's from Carla. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'll put the brush up. Carla. It's spelled C-A-L-A. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and it's the Crease 115 brush. So I'm just going to go in with shimmer there. Then we can do the eyes. Oh yes. That is stunning as a highlight. I might put this, you know, in one of my blush palettes and then get use out of it as a highlight. Because I don't use this Makeup Geek palette that often. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna put this one, this Cocoa Bear in. So let's take this out ready. And that'll remind me what I need to do with it later. So we'll put this one in. So now it just looks like that. So now I've got some really good transition shades in there. Right, so yeah, let's just blend that in a little bit. It's looking a bit cray. Oh, I didn't put any on my nose, did I? Right, I think we're ready. Finally. Oh, so I need to put that white chocolate shade down. Keep forgetting to do this. They're out again in full force, guys, of the neighbours. So apologies about the noise. I try and film either early in the morning or last thing at night, but I've not been able to do that today. I could have waited till tonight to do this video, but I don't want to be putting a full face of makeup on like early hours in the morning. And why should I really? I should be able to film whenever I want. Right, so we're going in. We're going in with peach smoothie, is it? Yep, peach smoothie. Don't know if I've hit pan. I used to use this shade all the time though when I was using these Makeup Geek eyeshadows, so I won't be far from hitting pan. Right, so now we're going to go in with, what I might do is I might give Creme Brulee a miss this time and just go in with the darker shade, Cocoa Bear, and we can always use the other shade, the other darker brown as well for the outer corner, and see how that looks. Let's use a Smashbox brush. I mean, it looks much darker in the pan. It's not that dark on the eyes. Of course you can build the colour up. That's a really nice transition shade actually, I like that. Just over the top of peach smoothie. Yeah, I've made the decision. I'm going to go in with, oh, this one's Cocoa Bear. So what shade's that then? Oh, I think that's Latte, isn't it? Yeah, that's Latte, and this one is Cocoa. So this one is Cocoa Bear. So we're going to use that in the outer V, and I think I might try and use it with this brush. I might also use that on the lash line. So no doubt there'll be a lot of parties this weekend, with it being bank holiday weekend. So that's something to look forward to. People are just not listening, are they now? I've got a bit of fallout just there. Can you see it? Yeah, I'll be putting some more of that cocoa burr down on the lash line. For now it can go there. Now it's just a case of this one, Karma. I really, really love both Ritzy and Karma. They're just gorgeous duochromes. Look at that. So again, I'm just going to go in with the finger. It's like a green gold. It is so, so pretty. And I'm glad these powders, these eyeshadows haven't expired. Wow, look at that, guys. Okay, I'm gonna use the accent brush again just to go into the corners with it. And again, we're going to be using Shimmer Shimmer as the inner corner highlight, so I'll just do that now. It's so pretty. I don't think I put the white chocolate shade on, did I? So let's put some more of that on. So this is what we're looking like. Needs blending. Got too many brushes on the table. Yeah, that's better. Then we're going to go in with this eyeliner just for the waterline. Not the waterline, tie line. Whoops, that's if I don't take my eye out. Then we're going to go and use Cocoa Bear from the Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette just on the lash line. Just building it up. Because my eyes are watering, it's taking a while to do it, to build it up. Yeah, that looks nice. And because they're quite neutral, the eyes, I want to go a little bit glam. I'm wearing a red top, so I want to wear a red lipstick. Don't know what we've got for this month, so I just need to have a look. Oh, actually I can see the Primark one. We'll use that. May as well use the one that's right in front of my eyes. So it's this one. And it's a blue toned red, similar to my shirt. It's the PS Lip Liner and Crayon Duo, so we'll go in with the lip liner first. Lip liner just looks like this. I barely use this. I've got a nude one of these as well, which hopefully Pretty Random will pull out for me for next month. I've got to admit, I've got better red lip liners in my collection than that. It's not really good. And then this is what the lip crayon looks like. From what I remember, is quite good. It's just in the shade red. Right, so I don't think it's off. But the formula is not good, so I'm going to get rid of it. Right, so it's a really lovely shade. It goes really well with the top I'm wearing, but the formula of it I don't like. It feels almost like it's rough, like it's dragging across your lip. So when I come to telling you about this at the end of the month, I will be decluttering this. I've got a whole load of lipsticks in a drawer waiting to be decluttered, but I just want to make sure that they're all there, and then I can just declutter them. There's only about 2 that I'm thinking about maybe giving to my niece to play with. She's only 10, and they're like glosses, but the rest are just going to be thrown into the bin because they're old. This isn't that old, so I don't think it's turned. I don't think it's gone bad, but yeah, it's not good formula. And I've got so many other red lipsticks that I like better than this, which are similar shades. But yeah, I think this will be coming off personally. It's a gorgeous red though, isn't it? I might try it a couple more times, but I think it will be getting decluttered. Just realised I had red lipstick on my teeth, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly do some swatches of all of the eyeshadows I've got, because that Makeup Geek eyeshadow video hasn't gone up yet. So we've used all of these 3 here, but I'll swatch them anyway. Oh, that gold is so buttery. Just going to swatch them twice. Just look at them. They are probably the most liked eyeshadows in my palette. Absolutely adore them eyeshadows. Right, so we'll wipe them off and then do the next 3. Now, this battery's flashing. This isn't a proper Canon battery that I've got. It's a Duracell one, but you'd think it would last a little bit longer. I've only just changed it. Right, so those ones, sorry I didn't tell you the name. So we've got Ritzy, Karma and Legend. They're the top rows, and then we've got Cosmopolitan, which is like a rose gold shade, which is really pretty. I've got 2 of these. I think I bought one from Makeup Geek and I ended up with another one in a bag that I got from Beauty Bay. It had a few Makeup Geek eyeshadows in it. This one is called Showtime. So this one is really good as well. It's not the kind of shade I would like though. It's like a really dark brown. And then we've got Creme Brulee. Love this shade. Right, so that's those shades there. Absolutely stunning again. And then we're not on the last row actually. I've got eyeshadows in this other palette. Then we've got, these are just my best ones in the little palette I've got here, and the 9 pan. So we've got Steampunk, which again is a dark eyeshadow. Why on earth I got these, I do not know. These aren't the eyeshadows I'm normally drawn to. I think they must have been on Jacqueline's recommendation. This one is Peach Smoothie, and then the last one in this palette is Latte, and we'll swatch Shimmer Shimmer as well. Even though I swatched it earlier, we'll just swatch this here. Right, so Shimmer Shimmer there, I don't know if you can see it. Steampunk, what's that, Peach Smoothie? Yeah. Peach Smoothie and Latte. What's that? Yeah. So Shimmer Shimmer, Steampunk, Peach Smoothie and Latte. How beautiful. Right, and then I'll just swatch the last few from my Pro Artist palette. And then that will be it. That will be us concluding the video. Right, so just need to check these. Yeah. Okay, so we've got Cupcake, which is a matte. That's a beautiful matte actually. It's like a rosy pinky matte, gorgeous. Then we've got another Cosmopolitan. I may as well swatch it next to the Cupcake shade. Look at that, that is absolutely stunning. Then we've got Bitten. Again, why I've got that I don't know. And then the last one is Cocoa Bear. I'll just put that at the top. So that's all the 4 shades from that row. I could do with a bigger palette really, to actually put all my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in together. Just trying to think. What I could do is I could remove these and I could put my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in this. But it won't look as nice, that's the only thing. I'm just going to see how that looks and I'll show you the end result. Yeah, this looks better. I'm just going to get more use out of it this way. So basically I put the Pretty Little palette eyeshadows in here. I'm going to put this in my everyday makeup drawers and I'm just going to try and get use out of it. So it just looks like that. So I need to put a couple of transition shades in there. I mean, this really is supposed to be a transition shade because it is a bright palette. But yeah, I want to get more use out of this. So maybe I'll do, or I'll try and do a look with it. Probably just to get ready with me. You can't really do 3 looks 1 palette with it. Unless I can find some other shades to bring in. And then this one is my Pro Artist one. I do want to get a better palette than this because it is on its last leg. The clip's broken, you know, the shutter, that's broken. But this is what it's looking like. So all these here are Makeup Geek eyeshadows. These are going to get decluttered when I do my eyeshadow collection. And then we're going to literally have all that room in case I do decide to get some more Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I'm going to look for a better palette than this, a better magnetic palette maybe on Depop over the next couple of weeks. But for now, we're just going to keep it like this. And I've put these eyeshadows at the end there. I've kept them there just so I don't get mistaken and think they're Makeup Geek eyeshadows. But yeah, I really like the way it's looking. I like the fact that it's got a mirror as well. It's just a little bit, the eyeshadow palette isn't as blingy as this one, so I wouldn't mind getting one like this but in this size, so I might look into that. I think I got that from either Amazon or eBay, so yeah, it's pretty easy for me to get hold of, but for now we'll just leave it as it is. So guys, this is my look, quite glam, so I'll just close my eyes. Yeah, I really do like it. I'm not 100% sure on the lipstick. I mean, that might be the formula, I can't remember it. And because I've been using higher end lipsticks, like the Urban Decay Wonderland, that really is creamy. I might just not realise how the texture is. Let me just see if the other one is the same. Right, so when I got these lipsticks, I got 2. So I got the Rose Blush one, that's what that one's called. All I'm going to do is swatch them. This is really a pretty shade. Not too sure about that one either now. I mean, I don't need to keep them. It's not like I need to keep these lipsticks. I've got a ton of lipsticks. See, when I put that on, it's really, really smooth. So yeah, I'm just going to test it out a little bit more. And I'm going to keep this one in actually. I know it's not part of my lipstick edit for this month, but I want to test that as well. And we'll see how they are, and if I need to declutter them, that's what I'll do. So thank you for watching. If you've not already subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe and become part of our little fam over here on YouTube. So you just need to click that subscribe button down below and click the notifications bell. I'm currently working on a giveaway for when I hit 500 subscribers. I know it's a way away, I'm not even halfway there yet, so I would really appreciate your support, and it's going to be international and it's going to be for 2 people, not just 1. So yeah, I'm gathering quite a few bits and pieces up, and I hope you'll enter when it goes live. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye guys.